I'll be drinking, I'll be drinking. I'll get 51 and liquor gets into me. I'll be thinking, I'll be tanking. Can I keep my fingers off you, baby? I want you now, now. Can I keep my fingers off you, baby? I want you now, now. See gals on eyes, gals on eyes. Really like an animal, this comes all in my view. Flashing lights, flashing lights. You got me fitted, 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 baby. I want you now, now. You keep your eyes on my faded lady. I want you now, now. Drunk in love. I want you. We walk up in the kitchen saying, how the hell did she have find out, baby? Drunk in love. We'll be all night. Last thing I remember is our beautiful bodies running up in the club. Drunk in love. We'll be all night. Love. Love. We'll be all night. Love. Love. We'll be all night. And everything alright. Enough to place my body so for rest and all that is life. Boy, I'm drinking, walking in my last 7-Eleven. I'm driving around, rubbing it, you stay got it ready. Boy, I'm drinking, don't get it right. I'm on cognac against the wife. New sheets is sorted out like wash Rexy. Where that boy, I'm drinking, I'm sorry. On the mic to my boy toys that I beat it over halfway. And what do you mean, my softball? Softball. Softball, when it on it wood, when it on it wood. I'm swabbing on it, swabbing on it. Big fat and sobbing all this, sobbing all this good, good. We walk up in the kitchen saying, how the hell did she have find out, baby? Drunk in love, we'll be all night, yeah. Last thing I remember is our beautiful bodies running up in the club, yeah. Drunk in love, we'll be all night. Love, love, we'll be all night. Love, love.
I do say it's the shit, if I do say so myself. If I do say so myself. If I do say so myself. Hold up, stumble all in the house. Time to back off all of that mouth that you had all in the car. Talking about you the baddest bitch thus far. Talking about you be reppin' that third. Wanna see all the shit that I heard. No, I slink.
Yo, what's going on? That was the Nigerian Beyonce. Drunk in Love. What's going on, everybody? I am back in LA. Welcome to the Tariq Elite Show. Yeah, that young lady in that video, she has a lot of videos. She's Nigerian. Very sexy sister, by the way. Little sexy chocolate sister. Can't sing to save her life. She's very sexy, though. I'll give her that. So, what's going on with the family? What is happening with the family? How's everybody doing? Let me shout out some names in this chat room right now. We got Jack Nice, Natural 77, Harpo, Who's This Woman, Victorious, Miss Flo Mentals, Miss Cammy, Black God Shinobi, Uptown Saturday Night, King Sketch, King Godfrey. A lot of kings in here. Spy Mob, Super Dreads, Anubis, Ho You Stealing Pics. That's a hilarious name. Man, so how is everybody doing, man? Glad to have everybody tuning in. People are coming on in the room. We already got 500 people in here. We're going to be deep. I think we're going to have damn near 2,000 people in here tonight. We're going to be in here deep. We're going to be in here deep. I'm just waiting on the room to light up. Got back in from New York a couple of days ago. I was in New York for a week. I was doing some press out there, did some magazine stuff out there. Had a great time in New York. Had a great time in New York. Shout out to the brother Combat Jack. I was on Combat Jack's show. His show that I was on, that's going to air this Tuesday. They're going to post that up on the combatjack.com website. Shout out to that brother. Good brother. Reggie, a.k.a. Combat Jack. He's an insider for the hip-hop community. This brother was a lawyer. He worked at like The Source and Def Jam. So the brother's really an inside man as far as the hip-hop game. If you are a hip-hop fan, definitely check out the brother Combat Jack show. The brother has a great hip-hop show, podcast, and he has some of the greatest guests on the show. And just real good stuff. If you like a lot of industry, inside stuff about hip-hop, if you're a real hip-hop fan, real hip-hop fan, I ain't talking about, that skinny jean type shit. If you like real hip-hop and you're a fan of the genre, definitely check out the brother Combat Jack. Real solid, good brother, man. Real solid brother. And we chopped up some real good game. It's like 2 hours of game. We chopped it up heavy. What's up, J Money? This your first time watching live? There you go. But yeah, man, the interview I did with Jack is we dropped a lot of game, man. Yeah. His latest shows have been off the hook. He had Chuck D. I mean, because I'm a real big hip hop fan as it is. So if you want to hear just the real deal about some of your favorite rap records, the behind the scenes stuff, a lot of good stuff. I eat all that shit up. I got hip hop books like about the origin of hip hop, talking about the Grandmaster Cass and for Funky Four and just all the early days. I'm a real big fan of all that stuff. Yeah, so it's all good. What's up, beautiful Brown? How are you, beautifully brown? Whose all first time is it here? Whose first time is it here live? If this is your first time listening to the Tariq Elite Show live on Ustream, press 1. Thank you very much, been there. But if this is your first time, press 1. Yeah, I listened to some of the Freddie Fox show. I heard the Big Daddy Kane show. That's a great one. The Marley Marl one was a great one. I heard the one with D Nice. That's a great one. The one with Dame Dash, Dame was on there a few times. Great stuff, man. Great guests, man. You hear a lot of inside stuff on there. What's up, Miss Braxton? Who we got? Somebody in here trolling already? Yeah. I dealt with some bootleggers out there in New York. I dealt with a couple of bootleggers out there. For those who follow me on Instagram, now a lot of stuff was exaggerated because a lot of stuff kind of started circulating around. And I was in Harlem. I saw a few people with bootlegs, and I didn't wild out on cats, but I just hollered at cats about bootlegging my joints. And, real respectful. I kind of just confiscated some DVDs. Nothing major. I just let dudes know that wasn't really going to go down. So, but again, it wasn't like I was going out to people's location and disrespecting, because that's the thing that I don't do, because I don't like when cats come out here and then get disrespectful. So it's never a good thing to go to people's spots, to go to people's soil and just be disrespectful. You dig? I'm very respectful when I go to different spots because I got a lot of love in Harlem. I got a lot of love all over New York, and a lot of cats in Harlem, man, show me a lot of love and respect. But I did run up on some fake Hotep niggas, and I had to just confiscate their inventory of my joints. You dig? So, we got to get like that when it comes to cats bootlegging and just sabotaging movements that we have going on. You got to start letting folks know that we got a code here. We got a code of conduct that we're going to have to abide by. Yeah, we're going to talk about that Exodus movie in a minute. Now, Shahrazad Ali is going to be calling up in about 20 minutes. From Hidden Colors 3, Shahrazad Ali is going to be popping up and chopping up game. What's that, Slim Jim? On the TV news channel thing? I don't know what you're trying to say, Slim. Sounds like you're hating and you can't articulate your hate, brother. So I don't even know what that means, to be honest. Sounds like you're upset that you saw me on television and you thinking, well, damn, I wish that could be me. So since it can, I'll just make up some bullshit, slick shit to say about the other brother being on TV, getting the attention that I so crave and desire. So that's what I'm assuming you're going at right there. I didn't see Sarnetta. Shout out to Sarnetta. Sarnetta reached out to us. You know, he bought some legit DVDs from us. So shout out to him. I got no harsh words for him. But again, you know, we did run into a couple of cats and they started hitting me with the Hotep talk and all that nigga shit. And I'm like, okay, you can Hotep and justify stealing my joints all you want to, you know, all that stuff about, well, we making it hot. Man, a lot of, man, you should be flattered. And, oh, dude, nigga, dude. I ain't flattered about nobody stealing my joints, man. I ain't flattered. You're not doing us a favor. That bootlegging shit is not a good look. That's just not the business. And now it's getting to the point. It's time for us to have a code of conduct. We're talking about we need an economic base. Bootlegging is not no economic base. That's just dusty niggas going for theirs, stealing from progressive black folks. Because you notice y'all don't really be bootlegging white people stuff and all that old. Because I posted a video of me hollering at some dudes just in case dudes wanted to say I broke bad on them. That's why I posted that video, because when word got around that I was in Harlem checking dudes, you know, stuff gets exaggerated. Then the word got out that I was flipping over tables and all that, which I wasn't doing. That's why I put it up there so cats wouldn't just get things misconstrued. So I was just talking to dudes and letting them know what the deal was and just taking their DVDs from them. And some of the fake Hotep niggas on my Facebook page, well, they're not following me, but they just kind of popped up talking fake Hotep nigga shit. And usually the pro bootleggers, they all say the same dusty nigga logic. All of them have those same Hotep, Amun Ra, Triple Darkness, Kundalini Spirit, Johnson, that type of name. Usually they have a lot of fake profiles on Facebook. People hit me up talking about, well, times are hard. People ain't got money like that. You shouldn't be upset. Dude, I'm in Harlem. Everybody in Harlem had on fresh kicks. One thing about Harlem, they don't go out the house looking too dusty. You dig? Harlem cats stay clean, and the women. Harlem people stay clean, if anything else. Harlem motherfuckers are known for staying clean as far as their gear. So I saw people out there looking real fresh. Even though times are hard, cats in Harlem stay real damn fresh. Cat's shoe game was on point. So I don't want to hear all that old times are hard, people are struggling and all that. We've always struggled if that's the case. But cats can always manage to stay fly. They can manage to get their shoe game in order. I didn't see no dusty shoes out there at all. So all that old, we ain't got the money talk, dead that. Just dead that. So making excuses for stealing from the next black person, that shit is corny now. We have to set up a code of conduct to dissipate that dusty nigga energy. We need an economic base. And New York, more than anything, needs an economic base, because it's getting real harsh out there as far as the way they're treating black folks. They're out there killing black folks and choking them the hell out there in New York. So New York, out of all people, need to be on top of their economic game. That dusty nigga shit has to go. R.I.P. to our brother Eric Garner. I went to my brother's memorial site up there in Staten Island. I went there, had to pay respect to our brother. And again, that's why I said this last time. That's where people should be. Instead of protesting in Harlem and Brooklyn and all that, everybody should be occupying Staten Island. It was kind of empty over there. But and I talked about this on my show. I was at Sylvia's Soul Food. I was at Sylvia's Soul Food. Shout out to the people at Sylvia's Soul Food. Good food, janky service. The service was janky, and from what I understand, the service there is infamously janky when it comes to other black folks. I talked about this on my last show. The food was cool. Food wasn't bad at all, but the service was janky. Took them forever to seat us. Took them forever to bring our water. Took them forever to bring our menus. It was just like, yeah, no. It was real janky, the service. But when white folks walked in, because again, Harlem is full of white people right now. When white people walked in, white people didn't wait 5 seconds till black people ran out of the kitchen. Black folks would roll out the red carpet for any white person who walked into Sylvia's. They rolled out the red carpet for any white person who walked into Sylvia's. Now, somebody, I was talking about this on my show, and I think somebody sent me a link on a message board where they were talking about black folks don't tip good or some shit, and that's why the white people tip better. Well, look, dude, that kind of logic is a self-perpetuating ideology, because if you give shitty service, you're going to get a shitty tip. And a lot of times what people do, black folks do this too, you will lump and you look at other black people through the eyes of the white supremacist. So you end up lumping all black people into one category based on what 1 or 2 black people would do. So if a black person didn't give you a tip, these niggas don't tip. That's how white supremacists think. So then you start giving shitty service, and then you keep getting more shitty tips. Because if you start giving shitty service, you don't deserve a good tip. If people got to stand around and wait and keep asking for menus and keep asking for water and keep asking for the check, and your service is shitty, you should get a shitty tip. You dig this whole narrative of black people getting shitty tips. Look, dude, black people have gotten shitty service for 400 damn years. All right, when we were on them goddamn plantations, we didn't get no tips. That really kills me. We don't get tips at all. We didn't get tips. You dig? And then there were black people who would get beat up going to cafes and restaurants and coffee stands. Black people would get water hoses on them. So the shitty service started first, all right? And let's not play the who laid the egg, who started first, the chicken or the egg. The shitty service to black people started first, all right? Let's be very clear. The shitty service to black people started first. But we're going to talk about a lot of stuff tonight. I'm going to get into that whole Stephen A. Smith thing. I'm going to get into that Stephen A. Smith situation. Stephen A. Smith, and we put him on the coon train because I like Stephen A. Smith. I like Stephen A. Smith, but he has done a lot of soft cooning. And the problem I have with Stephen A. Smith, and again, I understand he think he has to play the game. And, he says little slick stuff about certain black people. And a lot of black people in corporate America do that in order to get little brownie points from other white co-workers and those in the dominant society. So when you do that, that's a bad look. And it's a bad look because what happens is that when you start bad-mouthing other black people in order to get brownie points from whites, you'll get temporary brownie points. But when they see that, they say, good, we got this nigga, because now he's isolating himself. He's isolating himself from his base. So the more you shit on black folks, you're losing your base. You're losing a foundation. So now you're out there by yourself. And what always happens is that the white supremacists will turn on your ass. And that's exactly what they did to Stephen A. Smith. They turned on his ass. They turned on Stephen A. Smith so quick he didn't know what to do. Stephen A. Smith was talking about this one story of this, was it a football player or basketball player who got into a domestic violence situation? He was fighting with his girlfriend. What was the guy's name? It was a football player. I think it was a football player who was in a domestic violence situation, and Stephen A. Smith, he said something that actually made a lot of sense. It was Ray Rice, okay? Now, what Stephen A. Smith said made sense. He didn't say anything wrong. He said, well, Ray Rice got into a situation, an altercation with his lady, and he said what Ray Rice did was wrong. He shouldn't have, you don't put your hands on women. That ain't cool. You shouldn't do that. But women also have to be responsible and not provoke situations and not put yourself in situations that's going to get you into a domestic violence incident, which made sense. What he was basically saying, like, don't provoke situations. Don't get out there and start antagonizing people, and that's something smart to do, because you never know what's on the minds of some of these idiot people out here. Everybody out here is not going by some code. They don't care about being shamed or whatever. You got some psychos out here. So as women, you shouldn't be out here provoking people, antagonizing people, starting violent incidents, thinking, well, I'm a woman, he can't hit me. Some dudes out here just don't go by that code. So, and I tell my daughter this, by the way. I tell my daughter, if you out and about or whatever, I'm not around, don't be out here all up in dudes' faces all willy-nilly. You don't know who's out here in these streets. Just to be safe, just keep to yourself and don't be on that rah-rah shit. Which is smart to tell somebody. It's nothing bad. So what they did, they got that and then flipped it. It was one of his colleagues, the white lady there, Michelle something. It was a white lady at ESPN. Her name is Michelle something. She flipped what he said, turned that shit into some victim bullshit. Oh my God, Stephen A. Smith made me feel so dirty and unclean. I was a victim of domestic violence. It's never a woman's fault. She went into that white woman, birth of a nation victim shit. Yeah, Michelle Beadle, yeah. She went into that whole Jim Crow bullshit, taking what Stephen A. Smith said totally out of context. This man said nothing. He didn't say anything about women bringing the beatings on themselves or whatever. He didn't say. They just took his shit out of context, and she saw that as an opportunity to play the white female victim role at the expense of a black man. That's because she knows she wouldn't have pulled that shit on none of those white dudes there. She know good and well she wouldn't have pulled that shit on none of them. But she knows, again, the white supremacists know, or the suspected white supremacists know, oh yeah, the black feminists jumped on it. They jumped on it. They are the handmaidens of white supremacy, which is what I've always said. But they jumped on it hook, line, and sinker. And that shows that Stephen and other brothers like that, man, you can't play games with white supremacy. You can't play games with white supremacy. When it comes to white supremacy, the white supremacists and the suspected, yeah, he started apologizing. He apologized quick. Stephen A. Smith apologized real quick. He apologized real quick. But as a white woman, she knows how easy it is to play the victim role at the expense of a black male. She knows that. And she went right into it, talking about rape, using all of these victimized terms. Oh, it was like rape and abuse and Stephen A. Smith. And that's why you don't play games with white supremacy. Don't let them egg you on into throwing your own folks under the bus. Don't let them egg you on to do that, because when they got you doing that, now you're isolated and you're weak. Yeah, she was using all those Jim Crow buzzwords. So we got to be very careful of that, because the white supremacists, when you start buck dancing and soft shoe cooning, they're going to throw you under the bus first when shit goes down. They're going to always turn on you. I don't know what makes black people think that clowning on other black folks, that's going to get you some kind of pass. But black folks are so eager to get that pat on the head. You're so eager to get that butter biscuit. You don't understand how white supremacy works. Oh yeah, we heavy in here tonight. Like I said, we might get almost 2,000 people. We're heavy in here tonight. And Stephen A. Smith, I like Stephen A. Smith, but I know when he kept doing all these stories co-signing a lot of fuckery and throwing black folks under the bus. I'm like, they're going to get him, man. He don't understand the game. They're going to get him. They're going to turn on him. They're going to turn on him, bro. What's up, Eric? How you doing, fam? Yeah, we're going to... Jay, I feel you, Jay. We still sending out those Kickstarter DVDs, too. We're still sending them out. Again, there was a lot of DVDs to send out. Also, there was so many people in stores, and there's just such a rush on the film. So it's not like we're neglecting you. Don't take it personal. We're getting out as many of them as we can. I mean, we're literally working overtime, getting out all the DVDs as fast as we can, and the people who donated, we got you. We're going to give them out to. We're giving them out to you. We're definitely getting them out to you. We sent half of them. We just got to send the other half. We just been getting backed up, but we got you. We definitely got you. And we're gonna, after Shahrazad Ali calls in, I gotta talk about Planet of the Apes. I saw Planet of the Apes. I hope some of y'all have seen that movie. I'm going to give spoilers, so y'all might have to listen to the playback if you don't want to hear the spoilers. But I want to give some spoilers because Planet of the Apes, the new Planet of the Apes, was deep. And when I was watching Planet of the Apes the other night, was it last night? I think we went last night. It was last night. Me and Peanut went. We saw the trailer for the new Exodus Gods and Kings movie. And that shit was hilarious. We looked at each other and laughed our asses off at the cast of that movie. But we're going to get into that a little bit later. The Purge was great. If you haven't seen The Purge, great movie. The Purge was great. Great movie. Very deep movie if you haven't seen it. And I talked about that on Wednesday's show. Because they're purging cats now. That Purge thing was real deep. Koba, yeah, the Koba, he was the dude. I was rooting for Koba. I want to get into that for those who've seen it. I was rooting for him. He ended up being the bad guy in the movie. What's up? You say it's me, Dave. Who is Dave? You're like, Tariq, it's me, Dave. Who in the hell is Dave? Nigga said it's Dave. Like, I know who the fuck is Dave. Nigga said that like some long lost love shit. Like, who the fuck are you? I don't know no Dave. Nigga sound like we had a one night stand. Like, it's me, Dave. You know, the Capricorn dude with the big shoulders. Like, nigga, who the fuck are you? Oh, Dave the white supremacist. Oh, okay. Okay, shit. I forgot about you. What's going on with you, Dave? How are you, Dave? Okay, you gotta say who you are. I'm Dave the white supremacist. All right. How are you doing? That's Dave. I'm gonna have you call back up, Dave, if you want to call back up. Dave, did you go and do some research? Dave, did you do some research? Yeah. Amazon is gonna be straight this week. They just made sure they had everybody's stuff sent out. Yeah, that Koba, he was symbolic of the black extremist, and they made him the evil one. You notice that? Is my shirt velvet? No, nigga, I don't know what material this is. This ain't no velvet hoe ass nigga. Nigga, it's your mama's weave Indian Remy. God damn it. Who is this? I'm waiting on Shahrazad Ali to call. Who's calling?
Hey, what's going on, Tariq? This is Aaron calling from Detroit, Michigan.
I gotta have you call back in a minute, man. Thanks for the call. All right, I gotta have him call back. He kept calling over and over again. I gotta have him call back. Yo, it sound like Dave went and done some research. Dave didn't like that verbal spanking he got the other day. Dave didn't like that. Dave went and started watching some Fox News marathons. Dave been regrouped. I'm not being mean. I'm not gonna be mean. Dave, you've been studying Fox News and some of the white supremacists? I don't know what you're saying. I don't fur the same. I don't know what that means, brother. Dave has been out there researching. He's like, fuck, I didn't know you. I didn't know he was going to go there. Why do I defend Stephen A. Smith? When did you hear me defend Stephen A. Smith? See, dudes, you got woman logic, dude. You hear stuff you want to hear. That's woman think, dude. I didn't really defend him. Where did you hear me defend him? Yeah, the white supremacists don't like to be. White people have problems. Okay, I know that, Snowman. The white supremacists don't like to be checked. They don't like to be checked at all. Hello, who's calling?
Hey, Shahrazad Ali.
Hey, Sister Ali, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. Tariq, what you doing?
I'm doing my live Ustream show. We're live on the air right now.
Oh, okay, cool. So what are we going to talk about?
Okay. We want to talk about the bootleggers out here bootlegging DVDs. You said you ran into some people out there in Cincinnati who were bootlegging Hidden Colors 3. Is that correct?
Yeah, there was in Cincinnati, there was in Detroit, and there was in Michigan.
They were in Michigan?
Oh, man, they say shout out to your plan, man. I'm a big fan of Tariq, man. I just want to call you this shout out, man.
Okay, I'm like, this nigga don't sound like no damn Shahrazad Ali. This nigga, I'm like, what's up? Who is this?
This is Nicole Kayomi.
Hey Nicole, how are you? I'm like, why does Shahrazad Ali sound like she's eating a goddamn dill pickle? Who is that nigga? Is that your dude?
Yeah.
Tell that nigga to kill himself. Calling up, get the fuck out of here. How are you, Nicole?
I'm good.
Okay, I'm gonna have to
try to call you and get in, but we can never get in.
Okay,
so.
but I gotta clear the lines for Shahrazad Ali, so I can have y'all call back.
Here, you damn nigga!
All right, y'all get both of y'all asses out of here. You son of a bitch. I'm like, why does Shahrazad Ali sound like that? Because I just talked to her. I'm like, did she get strep throat? I'm like, what the fuck? This nigga sound like Big Shirley from Martin. God damn. All right. I'm waiting on Shahrazad Ali to call in. What's up? Who's calling?
Mike from Boston.
I'm going to have you call back up, Mike.
I know you.
Mike, get your... Niggas trying to slip in conversation. God damn.
Get out of here, you damn nigga!
Get out of here, nigga. I'm saying y'all got to call back. Don't try to slip in conversation. I'm not trying to go there. I'm trying to keep the line clear for Shahrazad Ali to call in. My God. Yeah, man. So waiting on Shahrazad Ali to call in. She should be calling in any second now. She's supposed to call in at 7:30. Waiting on her to call in. But again, y'all need to go see The Purge. Very good movie. The Purge is very, very good. The Purge is very good. And you know it's a good show, man. My favorite show on TV right now is the 50 Cent show, Power. Very good show. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, Rick, what's going on, man? It's Jay,
Get out
bro.
of here, you damn nigga!
Yeah, like I said, the show Power is a great show. It's on Stars. It's on Stars. That's my favorite show. If you haven't seen that, great show. Great show. Power is 50 Cent. He's the executive producer. I'm telling you, that's the best show on TV right now. I love that show. I watch it all the time. If this nigga, whoever he is, don't stop calling, I'm not going to answer his phone. Some feminists supposed to be calling you. They said they'll debate me if they sold 300 books. Okay, she's a clown. Whoever that chick is a troll. She ain't calling nobody. She just says dumb shit for attention. I'm telling you, some of those black feminists are legally retarded. Hold on, bruh. You got to call back later, fam. But yes, some of those feminists, black feminists, are legally retarded. I mean, sometimes they just literally say dumb nonsense just to get attention. All they do is troll on Twitter under 10, 15 different screen names. They are not to be taken seriously whatsoever. You can't take them seriously. Yes, indeed. Man. So waiting on Shahrazad Ali to call back. Yeah, 50's getting money on that show. You say I'm mean. I'm not mean. So Power makes us the... Yeah, it's a great show. It is a great show. Let's see who this is. Hello. 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 Don't care. People calling up just to listen to the playback. Man. But yeah, on Power, man, there's a lot of simping on the show, man. These dudes, they're supposed to be drug dealers, but they're simping real hard and they're messing up in the game. Why don't I like Melissa Harris? I don't dislike her. Yeah, I don't dislike her at all. I don't dislike that woman. Well, who is this? Wait, what is this? Hold on one second. Yeah, I don't dislike her. Let's see who this is. What's up? Who's calling?
Get out of here, you damn nigga.
Dude. This nigga right here, that's the same bitch ass nigga who called up with his lady. Oh, Nicole, give your dude some ass so that nigga can go to sleep. What's up? Who's calling?
Yo, how you doing, Flex?
What's up, man? I'm gonna have you call back. God damn. This dude, Nicole, give your nigga a BJ so his musty little ass can go to sleep. Calling up, playing on the damn phone. I ought to put that bastard's number up, but my God. Tuck him in, Nicole. That's right. Tuck that fool in. Tuck his ass in. We only want Shahrazad Ali to call. Trying to chop up game with our sister. But don't forget to go to hiddencolorsfilm.com. hiddencolorsfilm.com. That's where you need to go. hiddencolorsfilm.com. Man, we in here deep. We got a lot of folks in here tonight. We got damn near 1,500 people in here. So we in here heavy. What's up, D. Marcus? Shout out to you. Do I believe in the Illuminati? I mean, they're secret organizations, but I'm not one of these people who sit up and just blame everything on the Illuminati. You dig what I'm saying? I don't say, well, Nicki Minaj is the Illuminati. You know, I don't go there. Beyonce throwing up the Illuminati sign. That's just dumb shit right there. Combat Jack show was off the chain. He's going to post that show up on Tuesday, so you guys don't want to miss that. So the Latina cop has Ghost. Yeah, my dude Ghost. He's really simping for old girl. And the Tariq, that's a hot chocolate little thing right there. They always got her in little nude scenes. I love it. I like her little chocolate ass. Yes, indeed. Oh, yeah, she's a little fine thing. Cause her leg, yeah, she got the little bony legs. I like them little bony chocolate legs. I like those. I like that. I like my chocolate females nice and slim like that. Yeah, the dude on the show, the white dude, the drug dealer Tommy, he's simping with the old kleptomaniac chick, and he's telling her way too much information. He's telling her all about their business, and she's going to flip on everybody. I haven't heard from KRS-One in a minute. What? Why? Why is that, King? I haven't heard from Chris in a minute. I ain't gonna give too many spoilers, but if you can watch that show, definitely get to it, man. That's a very good show. Oh, yeah. That AfterBuzz TV show that I did. That's a real nice one. Yeah, I'm waiting on Shahrazad Ali to call up. Waiting to hear from her. No, he wasn't. No, Marvin, that was a totally another different dude. You listen to okay, where's Sister Ali? Okay, she should be calling any minute. Waiting on her. Yeah, that was a very nice sister on the AfterBuzz TV. A lot of brothers liked her. But again, we were talking about the Exodus movie. Now we're at the movies watching the Planet of the Apes, and right before that came on, this movie, The Exodus, Gods and Kings, which is supposed to take place in Africa, in Egypt, which is Africa. We're looking at this, and it's nothing but white actors. Christian Bale is Moses. We're like, what? Ramses is played by some white dude, the Pharaoh Ramses. Pharaoh Seti II is played by another white dude. And the kicker was Sigourney Weaver is playing an African queen. I'm like, wait a damn minute. She's playing Tuya, Queen Tuya. And I heard about these people. They had an all-white cast that was going to be in this movie playing Egyptian pharaohs and queens. And I'm like, I heard about it because they've been talking about it, for a minute. And I'm thinking, okay, they must gonna make them look ethnic or something. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, is this gonna be like some Avatar shit where they put some CGI over them or something? Are they gonna give them like paint and dreads and just make them look kind of sort of ethnic? They're up in the movie looking lily white. And I'm like, wait a minute. Because now that they have the green light to do this, they did it with the Noah movie. The Noah movie that came out, they didn't have any black people in the Noah movie. So people called the directors and all these people out on it. They're like, wait a minute, how are there no black people, or not just black people, but no people of color in this shit? And one of the writers of the movie, either the writer or the director, they kind of played it off by saying, well, the story of Noah is basically working on it's a mythology, so we're working off something based on myth. So with myth, race doesn't matter. We can take creative license, and we didn't want to make race a distraction, so we just made everybody white so we can just tell the story. That was their bullshit logic for the Noah movie. I'm like, okay. Now, that's total BS, by the way, but since you admit that you're working off of a myth, okay, I can go with your plausible explanation that since it's a mythological story that ain't really real, this is what happened. All right, well, let's roll with that. Okay, that's plausible, all right, since you're not dealing with reality, all right, which is bullshit, but all right. But now, how do you explain the Exodus movie where we're talking about real people who really existed on a real continent at a real date and time? How do you explain Sigourney Damn Weaver, who's the whitest woman on the planet, in the 19th dynasty of Africa, of Egypt, playing an Anglo-European in Africa? What possible explanation could you use for that? I would love to know that from not just the film people or any historian. How is that plausible? During the 19th dynasty of Egypt, an Anglo-white woman is walking around as the queen. Just throw me a bone. Just throw me any bone. I want to know how that's just remotely plausible in any scenario. What did she? Was it cold? Did she get frostbite? I mean, just give me something. Throw me an explanation to how that could possibly be. But I can't even. I wouldn't even be able to watch that movie with a straight face, let alone go pay for it. I literally couldn't watch that movie with a straight face. And some people on Twitter try to be slick. Well, Tariq, come on, man. You guys got Annie. You got a black Annie. What are you complaining about? Dude, Annie ain't real. And the white supremacists complain about Annie. Whenever there's black characters who play fictional characters who are supposed to be white, they lose their damn mind. Because some of the people on Twitter, some of the white supremacists was like, come on, man, it's only a movie. Oh, y'all blacks are just being sensitive. It's just a movie. Well, it's not a movie. It's not just a movie. When Idris Elba played a Norse god in Thor, white supremacists lost their minds on that. Wasn't just a movie when one of the characters in the original Hunger Games was black in the film and they didn't specify her ethnicity in the book. People lost their minds over that too. They complain about the Wiz. So they are hell on you tampering with their fiction. You can't even mess with their fiction, let alone their reality. They don't play like that. Hello, who's calling?
Hi, Tariq. My name is Dana from Connecticut.
Hey, Dana, how are you, love?
I am good.
What's on your mind, Dana?
Well, I just wanted to let you know that my husband put me onto your show, and I listen every Sunday.
Cool.
And every time I get a chance. And like you and my husband pretty much have the same views. He's always schooled me on a lot of stuff about, white supremacy.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that you are giving us knowledge, and I appreciate that. And I just wanted to say thank you.
Where's your husband at now?
Well, he has to get up early tomorrow, so he's sleeping.
Oh, okay.
So he'll be listening to your show tomorrow when it plays.
Your husband ain't sleep. We got footage of y'all nanny cam in y'all bedroom, and this is what your husband is doing in the bed right now. Hold on.
Hold up, baby girl, don't talk, just listen. This is the last time. All caught up in time to put it down. You really got me tripping. Hold up.
That nigga does not have to get up and work in the morning. He in the bed bullshit. Man. Oh, man. You say Ridley Scott, the director of Alien, that's why Sigourney Weaver's playing the part. Well, damn, how does that explain every other white person in the movie? Now, what's so interesting about that movie, and I posted this up on my Facebook page, what's so interesting about the Exodus movie, if you look at the IMDb page, all the African kings and gods and queens are white. All of them. All the kings, gods, pharaohs are white. But all the peasants, thieves, lower class citizens are played by black actors. And they literally have those words on there. They got a black actor playing lower class Egyptian, another black actor playing an Egyptian thief. Literally those words are on there. All the lowly characters are played by black folk. I mean, I'm saying there's the words low class Egyptian is literally written on the Internet Movie Database page. I'm not even exaggerating. But what you say, what it doesn't matter, God. Okay, Dave, you got to call up. We got to get Dave to call up. Hold on. I know we're waiting on Shahrazad Ali, but we got to get Dave. Dave, call up. You know the number, Dave? Let me get Dave. Don't nobody else call up but Dave. But Dave, the number is 818-850-5404. 818-850-5404. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, what's up, Tariq, man? You know, Ali the call.
I gotta have you call back in a minute, fam. I don't know what this nigga was about to talk about. No, I don't, Mulatto Thoughts. I'm waiting on Dave to call back up. Waiting on Dave to call up. Dave, call up, fam. Yeah, I don't need to have her on the show at all. She's a non-factor right now. Yeah, I'm waiting on Sister Ali to call up. Wonder what she's doing over there. Dave, where you at, man? I'm waiting on Dave to call up. I'm waiting on Dave to call up. What's up? Who's calling? Hello? Hello? All right. See, niggas want to play on the phone and all that shit. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, it's John. It's John?
John, are you listening to me
My
talk?
name is John.
Where you calling from, John?
San Antonio.
John. I'm going to have you call back, man. I swear, niggas are so hard-headed, man. Dude's just going to call up anyway. The dude just, you're telling him not to call up. Dude's just going to call up anyway. That wasn't Dave. But, yeah, we got 1,500 people in here. We are in here heavy. We got 1,500 people in here live, making it do what it do. You can't call in right now, Dave? Oh, Dave. Oh, Dave. Let me call Sister Ali. Let me call her. Hold on 1 second. Let me call her. Wait, hold on, I'm calling the wrong person. My bad. My bad. Hold on. I'll call Sister Ali. 1 second, fam. And don't forget, man, go to HiddenColorsFilm.com to get the Hidden Colors movie. Get that right now. HiddenColorsFilm.com. Hold on 1 second. Let me call Sister Ali. Get it popping. Oh, man, let's see what's happening. Hold up. Hope everything is all right out there. She might not recognize this number. This is my Skype number. Okay, she might not recognize this number. So certain, I don't know, something might be going on out there, but we'll see. We'll see what's going on. She'll call when she gets it together out there. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, this is Ray from Houston, Texas.
Ray, I'm going to have you call back in a minute, fam. All right. But like I said, we talked about that with these movies. When you have movies that put up white characters as Egyptian African gods and queens, but the black people are servants and peasants and slaves and thieves, that ain't nothing but propaganda. That ain't nothing but propaganda, pure and simple. That's them playing games with your mind. This is why it's so important that we create alternative media. We create our own thing. And we were talking about this on my Facebook page. There were some sisters on there talking about change.org. Let's file a petition. If y'all don't stop with that petition bullshit, leave those petitions alone. That's some useless, pointless bullshit. Straight up and down. That's lazy hustling. Petitions ain't gonna do nothing. They had a petition about this Exodus movie. That petition ain't gonna do nothing. You got a petition, they got millions of dollars. Right now, man, the game is about getting your money stake up. It's about getting your money up. Hold on. Let's see who this is. So many people are calling. What's up? Who's this? Dude. Who is this?
Dave.
First of all, nigga, wake up. You calling up sounding sultry as hell. What's up, man? Why are you sounding sultry on the phone?
Excuse me?
Why are you sounding sultry on the phone, brother, with all that shit going on in the background?
I don't know what you're talking about. I want to talk to Tariq.
What's up, man? What do you want, bro?
I'm Dave right now.
You what? Dude. Bruh. Dude.
I want to talk to you about the Exodus movie. The Exodus.
Brother, can you comprehend? Can you talk? What's going on, brother?
Exodus.
I understand, but why are you on the phone acting like you can't correspond with dudes? What's the deal?
Tariq, I need you to relax.
Dude, I need you to get your ass off this damn phone. Get your ass off this phone, nigga. Where's my button? Where's my button? This is for you.
Get out of here, you damn nigga!
Get your ass off my phone. Just on the phone acting remedial. What kind of shit is this? What's the it's almost the first of the month. See, it's July 27th, and that's the problem. Niggas are on that bad dope right now. They're selling bad narcotics in the streets. The good shit don't come till the first. So niggas are smoking that last of the month shit. That dope that's been cut down and mixed with garbage. So these niggas ain't on the good drugs tonight. God damn. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, what's up, Tariq? This is Rico from New York.
Rico from New York. What's on your mind, Rico?
Yeah, I just wanted to get your opinion on something. Like, I tend to, like, when I have a girlfriend and it ends, I feel like I start to get, like, depressed. Like, my confidence goes down whenever I'm not in a relationship.
Right.
I wanted to know what your opinion on that is. Like, what can I do to change that?
Why do you feel like you have a lack of confidence?
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't have confidence. Like, my confidence only comes when I have like an attractive female on my arm. You know what I mean?
Right. But the thing is,
when
that's
they
external.
disappear, then it like goes down, and then I'm not working out as much. I'm not like taking care of my hair, like getting shape ups or anything like that. It just goes away until I find another girl.
All right, so you what you're doing, you letting people control your level of confidence. Confidence should not be external, it's internal. The game is in you, not the other person. So you got to really tighten your shit up. Be sure of yourself. Stop depending on all of these other people to give you confidence and to assure you. You're looking for like a mommy figure, somebody to give you that seal of approval. You got to approve yourself, fam. You got to know that you're thorough. And if you know you're thorough, you know that your game is tight. You know that you're going to always put your best foot forward. You can always pull. And if you don't pull, that's just part of the game. You charge that to the game. But getting bummy and dusty every time a woman kicks you to the curb, dude, that's simp shit. And you got to cut that up out of your system. And the reason you're doing that is because you're desperate for approval. And you don't need approval from anybody. That's what's going to make you a boss. You approve yourself and you co-sign yourself and you make yourself thorough. And then other people will follow suit. So thanks for the call. There you go. Now get your depressed ass off my phone, nigga. All right. We're going to... Yeah, it's tough love night tonight. Tough love night tonight. Tough love night tonight. That's what we're doing. Tough love. Let's see who this is. Really wish our sister called up. What's up? Who's calling?
Yo, what's up, man? This is Ed from PA.
And I'm going to have you call back, brother. All right. What's up? Who's calling? Hello.
Tariq.
What's up, man?
King, what's happening, King? Look, my name is Daydream. I'm from Texas. I live in Houston.
What's your name? Badrian?
Yeah, it's Daydream, just like Adrian with a D in front.
Oh, it's Daydream.
Daydream, yeah, there you go. Yeah, I tell people that all the time, bro.
Daydream, goddamn.
Yep.
What's on your mind, Daydream?
Go ahead, man.
What's on your mind,
No,
Daydream?
I want to say I appreciate the DVD. Finally got it in the mail. Watched it like 4 different times.
Yes, indeed.
You really put me on game. I wanted to say this to you, man. I think I like it better whenever you got your Mackin music on, you know what I'm saying? And then you're in sort of a groove.
Yeah, but that's on the podcast.
Then,
Yeah, right now it's live and, it's too distracting. It's too much stuff going on. But I use that on the podcast. But let me get these other calls. Thanks for the call, fam. All right. My patience is real short tonight. So y'all better call up and y'all better be on top of your shit tonight. What's up? Who's calling?
What's going on, Tariq? This is Kobe from Toronto.
Kobe from Toronto. How you doing, man? What's on your mind, Kobe? Real quick, man.
Yeah, sure. Just a quick question. Like, I work in a facility surrounded by a lot of white people.
Right.
And they make a lot of, like, slick black comment jokes, right?
Oh, yeah.
And every time I call them out on it, they sort of look at me funny style, like I'm trying to, like I'm getting out of order type of thing, like I'm giving them attitude, but I get at them, I get back at them in the most calm way and professional manner, but every time I talk back when they make a black joke, they always say, oh, what's with the attitude? Oh, why are you getting so mad for it? Like, do you have any tips as to, like, how I can go about dealing with that? Because it's getting out of hand.
Right. Now, give me an example of, like, a black joke they would say. What are some of the things they say?
For example, there was a time someone was eating jelly beans, and they're like, I don't go for the black jelly beans, or I don't go for Dan's color type of thing. Like, and they were referring to the jelly beans, the black jelly bean. They said they don't go for it. They associate my color with the black jelly bean, right? Little stuff like that.
Okay. What's going to happen? Let me tell you how white supremacists work. What they do, white supremacists and suspected white supremacists, they do little stuff. That's a little game that they play. And they start off in school. Little white kids do this too, who are white, who are raised by white supremacists. But what they do, they know there's a system set up against you. They know this. They're fully aware of this. They know that the odds of this system are stacked against you. And they know that it will benefit them.
Yeah.
So what they do, they try to do things to push your buttons so that you can end up going off on them. Then they can play the victim role. So they can be like, oh my God, he was angry and mad. He was the angry black guy. He was so mean and I was so scared. Ooh, they can't wait to play that role. So they keep doing little shit to egg you on. Ignore that. Just be real cool. Ignore that, because what's going to happen, the bolder they get, the more loose they're going to get, and the more reckless they're going to get. And the more you play it off and let them know it ain't bothering you, let them keep going, and sooner or later, they're going to get to the point where other white people are going to throw them under the bus. And they'll end up getting transferred by the white people there, because what's going to happen is white people understand the game that's being played on these jobs, but they know that you have to play it to a certain limit. If you get too bold with it, now you're going to start fucking around and putting the company in position to get sued. You dig? If they start getting too crazy. So just let them keep doing it. Hopefully they get bolder and bolder until one day they just start straight up saying nigger this and nigger that. And also tape them secretly. That's another thing. When you go to work, when they start with their little jokes, secretly tape their dumb asses and just play that, just smile and just keep cool. Oh, okay, hey man, you got those black jokes again. Hey, it is what it is. Let me go back to my work. Just keep it pushing. Let them keep talking. And then let them burn themselves out. You feel me? But don't blow up on them. That's what they want you to do. And when you go off, they're going to play that victim role. And then that's going to justify them firing you and all that old bullshit. Let them get thrown under the bus. Let them throw themselves under the bus. You feel me?
Yeah, like basically play chess with them, like
Play
think far
chess.
ahead, right?
You better think 10 steps ahead because they're playing chess with you. They want you to go off. They always. I talk to black people all the time, and the people at their job, they're always playing these little office politic games with them. So the thing is, don't you get emotional. They do shit to black folks to push your buttons. They try to push your buttons. And again, I've learned this at a young age. I learned this in school. As a kid, I learned this. When I was like 7, the white kid at my school used to talk crazy to black folk. Just used to say shit, whisper. He'll sit behind you. Blacks are fucking stupid. And then when you go off on him, you go off and I'm like, oh, who the fuck you talking to? Then I get suspended for going off on his little ass. Because then when I'm going off, he's sitting there with his blue eyes batting like, oh no. He's doing that whole shit. And then when I'm getting suspended, he's like sitting in the cut giggling. So I learned that at a young age that the white supremacists, they do stuff to push your buttons. So you got to play chess with their ass. You feel me?
All right. Thanks a lot, Tariq.
Much respect, fam. Yes, indeed. You got to play chess, man. For those, y'all saw the show Power the other day. Power came on last night. There was a scene in the show Power where the lead character, Ghost, he's a drug dealer, black dude, and his wife, played by Natari Naughton, beautiful sister. They went to this meeting at this rich white dude's house, trying to talk business, and the men were in one room talking, and Natari and 2 other white women were in another room. And, they were just kind of sitting around socializing, and then the white ladies they go right in. The white lady was like, hey, can I touch your hair? All that old nigga shit. And that's another thing with black women. They really get the black women. They really pull that shit on black women. Yeah, y'all saw that? When she said, can she touch her hair? That was funny. Black women get that one all the time. A sister was interviewing me in New York at the Huffington Post when I was in New York, and a very lovely sister was interviewing me. She had one of those hairstyles, was very eclectic with the hair all over the place, almost like in an afro. It was natural. And we were talking. I was like, I bet a lot of people come up to you want to touch your hair. She's like, all the time. I can tell. But with sisters, especially ones with natural hair, you'll be surprised. The ones with the weaves are different, but the sisters with the natural hair, they always want to put their hands in black women's hair. That's the way to test you. They know. Let me tell you something. White female supremacists, they are fully aware at this point that black women don't really like that shit. There's no way they don't know that. There's no way they don't know that black women don't really like nobody touching their damn hair. But they try it anyway. And sometimes they'll get bold and just do it without you asking. Sometimes they'll just walk up and start feeling up in your shit. Oh, I love your hair. Treating you like some kind of pet without even asking you. And, they want you to get bent out of shape. Because when you go off, all they're going to do is fall right into that victim mode. I don't know what happened. I was just admiring her hair and she went off. They love crying. They start crying and shit. They fall into that victim role so damn fast. They'll start crying and all that shit. Man. Who is this? I wonder what's going on. I hope Sister Ali is all right. What's up? Who's calling?
What's going on, Flex? This is Breeze from Jersey.
What's up, Bria? How you call back in a minute, fam? That's Bria. Where is Sister Ali? What's up? Who's calling?
Hello?
Hello, who is this?
Hello?
Yes, who is this?
Hi, this is Kia from Arizona.
How are you, Tia from Arizona?
I'm doing pretty good. I love your show. I just wanted to give you a shout out there, and I had a question for you.
Go ahead. Now, let me ask you a couple of questions first. Now, you're in Arizona. You from Arizona originally?
Yes, I'm a native.
Oh, okay. What do you look like?
I'm a heavy set woman, and I'm 5'7", and
Yeah.
hold on, because I can't hear you.
Okay. I'm listening. I'm just listening. You're 5'7", heavy set. Okay, there you go. So, well, then what's on your mind?
Well, I work in a corporate setting, so I'm actually I'm around a lot of other Black women,
Okay.
and I find them to be very like aggressive and very like snobby at times. And I want to know how to interact with those type of women because I'm not used to that.
The Black women act like that?
Yes, they're very like, I don't know, uppity in a sense. And so like, I'll find myself opening doors for them and things like that. And that's something that I expect in return because I'm used to that type of behavior from the people that I'm normally around, like my honey and, things like that. So when I'm in the office and things like that, I just find them to be really rude. They're not conversational. I try to have conversations and that's how their day's going. They don't give you eye contact. And I just want to know how to like handle that because they're actually in really higher settings. Like they do quality and things like that, places that I want to get to.
So what, they're in higher positions than you?
Yes, a lot of them are.
Okay. Well, the thing is, that's how a lot of Black folks are. See, the thing is, at that job, they'll put certain Black females in positions to really their job, because they're not going to rise higher than those positions they're in. And usually those positions are just word titles. It's nothing really spectacular. It just sounds good on paper. But what happens is that they put these women in certain positions with these paper titles, and their job is to keep your ass in line. You feel me? They're like gatekeepers for you. So them acting shitty towards you is actually their job. That's what they're supposed to do. So that in order to get to the bosses or whatever, you got to go through them. So now when you're getting treated like shit, you can't say the white people are doing it. They got the Negro bedwenches doing it. You dig? So that's why they put these women in those positions. Their job is to act shitty towards you.
And one more thing, because me and my honey, we just watched The Hidden Colors 3. He bought it from Amazon.
Good.
And we really enjoyed it. So a lot of my family members aren't, aware of their heritage and things like that. So I just wanted to enlighten them on those type of things.
Yes.
And they're very open to it. So I like that. But the thing is, I'm a natural, so I have a big afro.
Yes.
And I walk into the office setting with my afro and, I'm well dressed for a big woman. So, I make sure that I'm very well presented aside from my weight. And that's something that I'm working on. But when they see those type of things, and I'm doing well where I'm at, I get a lot of acknowledgement and a lot of light with what I do. So I just don't understand why it's so hard for them to be as accepting as, other people are, because I find it that my peers that are not African Americans are more friendlier than
the Black. Yeah, because again, like I said, the Black people are there to keep you at bay. And also with that, when you walk in with that afro, anytime a Black woman walks into a corporate setting with natural hair, that sets off a red flag to the ones in charge. That means that you're awake. You understand what I'm saying? Because they want a good worker, but they don't want somebody who's so good that they'll take over. And when you go in there, you natural hair, you ain't on that coon shit. That's intimidating to those in the dominant society, because now this is a Black person we can't really run game on. So we can't.
I absolutely agree. And a lot of those women that I try to find myself conversating with and interacting with, a lot of them are relaxed. They have weaves down to their butts. And I was like, oh, you look very nice today. And they're like, oh, thank you. And keep it moving.
Yeah, because see, you're labeled. Hold on, this is Shahrazad Ali now. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to have you call back. Thank you for the call. Hello?
Okay.
Okay, you can call in now. Everybody's in the room waiting on you, sister. Yeah. No. We still doing it. Call in now at that number. Yes, ma'am. All right, bye-bye. That's Shahrazad Ali. She's about to call up now. All right, we're about to have Sister Ali call in right now, so everybody clear the phone. What's up, King Tim? So Shahrazad Ali is coming up. Everybody tweet this. Let me get our sister on the phone. Hold on, who is this? Wait, no. Wrong person. Hold on, somebody. Hold on. Hello?
Yes, Tariq, this is Sister Shahrazad.
Hey, Sister Ali, you're live on the air right now. How are you, sister?
Oh, I'm good. I was just running a little bit behind.
What you doing at this time of night, Sister Ali?
Well, you're right. Well, I'm usually not out, but I was with some people, and they promised me they could get me back on time. But you know, you can't count on Negroes on those times, so I'm sorry that happened.
Well, we're glad to have you here. We're in the room deep. A lot of folks in here waiting on you to call in. What has been going on with you besides you having a wonderful appearance in the latest Hidden Colors 3 movie? What's been happening with you, sister?
Well, I have got a lot of response about your documentary, and a lot of people are saying that they loved it and they saw me in it and that it was really great. And I finally saw it too,
yes,
and it is wonderful. I agree. The other thing I've been doing, of course, is I've been going on the air here locally a little bit,
yes,
and I've been promoting it. And the other thing is that I've been addressing this issue about bootlegging.
Yes, ma'am.
That black people do.
Yes, ma'am. Now
that's yeah, go on.
Now that they've been doing that ever since you had your books out back in the day, and ever since you've done lectures, I know that you've been having problems with that back in the day, even up until now.
Listen, they treat me like Michael Jackson. If I sneeze on the radio, somebody put it on a DVD and sell it. It's terrible. And sometimes they sell it. They put my picture on it. I could be someplace like in New York, or even in a little place like St. Louis, and somebody will say, "Hey, I got your latest DVD," and I'll say, "I don't have a DVD out," you know, and they'll say, "No, I got it. It's got your picture on it."
Oh wow!
You know, and so these brothers that's doing that, especially in New York, Tariq,
yes,
they come up to me with all of that. Peace, Queen. Oh, Queen, we love you. Oh, Queen. Oh, love one. Oh, they just talk all of that, and they robbing me blind.
Exactly.
You know? And it's unfortunate that we, as a people, this is something that we learned in slavery that don't nobody want to acknowledge that. And they tell me things like, "Well, sister, we getting the information out," but they not getting it out free. They selling it.
Exactly. They love saying that everybody needs this information. We got to spread the word, yeah. But they're making a buck off of it.
Right. And so when I was at the premiere here in Cincinnati and they played it, of course, I made a guest appearance, and so they asked me to say a couple of words. So I just told them, I said, "Now, I'm glad that everyone in this room," and it was maybe 300 people, which was really big, a lot for this particular venue, at the Asili Museum and Institute. The sister runs that.
Oh, good.
And so I said, I just have one question to all of you. Oh, they applauded, they clapped, oh, they shouted, they cried, they did everything. I said, I just have really one question for you. How much information do y'all need? I said, what does he need to do? Hidden Colors 50? What are y'all waiting on to make a change in your life, to make a change in your community, a change in your behavior? I said, this getting entertained by the truth of our history is just not sufficient. We have to do something more than just be waiting for a movie to come out. This is not a video where you're going to play the game and then it's over with. Absolutely. And so, you know, I went through that with them, and I talked with the sisters there some, and I just spoke a few minutes because I wasn't going to let them have me do a lecture free and have the DVD, you know, so I didn't do that.
Oh, they try to get me with that all the time. They always try to get me to do that.
Yeah, they do that. And then everybody in there had their camera open. So that'll be on Facebook. It'll be on a lot of different places, you know, that they already, you know, they get me on and stuff. And so I was telling the sisters in the room that we had, you know, one issue that I wish I had elaborated on more.
And I said, maybe I'll do that in Hidden Colors 21, because y'all will still be sitting around listening and looking. I said, but we have got to address this issue about us hating our own hair. We can't make any progress as women as long as we just something basic as hate our own hair.
And you know, a young lady just called up talking about, like, she has her hair natural. She works in the corporate setting, and the other black women there with weaves and, you know, relaxes and perms kind of hate on her. And I was just talking to her about that. Have you heard that experience from other women, sister?
Oh yes, I certainly have heard that. We are very faddish, Tariq. You know that. Everything with us is a fad, even being cultural or wearing garb or whatever it is, it's all a fad with us. And so we do something for a while and then we move past it. And so as black women, we pick up all the fads. If it's a Louis Vuitton pocketbook, you know, if it's getting the butt pump to get a great big behind, if it's getting fake breasts, if it's wearing fake eyelashes, you know, if it's getting a weave until we can't get that no more, so now we're wearing a wig because we done yanked out all of our hair from that, or wearing the braids, whatever it is, it's just a fad with us. And so when we went through the natural stage in the 60s, we thought that was permanent. You know, hey, say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. Now, we thought that was a permanent change, but it wasn't. And so we have just went with each fad that has come along. I looked at BET tonight, and they have that program called Sunday Best on there.
Yeah.
And I looked at every woman on the stage, and practically every black woman in the audience, old or young, everybody had hair down their back. Everybody looked like Barbie. Everybody had blonde streaks, long hair, all the way down their back. And I said, look at how we hate ourselves. Look at how we want to mimic and look like the white woman who has stole our man.
That's heavy. Now,
and you know, I hate that. I hate looking at that. And the little girls, this is a bad image for them, because we're teaching our daughters that they are not good enough. Their nose is not good enough. Their eyes are not good enough. Even their fingernails and toenails are not good enough. That they have to have some kind of accoutrement on us. We have to wear something or add something or put something fake on in order to be beautiful and acceptable. And that's a shame.
And do you think that has an effect on the black boys in their psyche as well?
Oh, absolutely it does. Because for one thing, they don't really know what the woman that they like and looks like. Because, you know, everybody have on all this different stuff. And so you don't really know what you're getting. And the other thing is that it programs them to look at white women, too. Because she's got the same kind of hair that we're wearing as fake hair, trying to be like her and toss it and all this string and all of this. And so it's really unfortunate that our boys, we're running them away. Their fathers have already left us, and now we're teaching our sons, you know, that's the standard of beauty to look for. And if they really look for that, they'll want something more natural, which is not us, with that hair.
Now, earlier we were also talking about, speaking of whitewashing and things of that nature, we're talking about this new movie coming out. Now, back in the day, they would show movies of ancient African kings and queens with Liz Taylor and Yul Brynner and all of these people. Then they toned it down. They wouldn't put lily white people in these roles. They would put a couple of Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, exotic looking people. Now they're back in full swing. They got a new movie where they got all white people, I mean Anglo-white, playing African queens. They got Sigourney Weaver playing an African queen. I mean, they're going back hardcore with that. Why do you think that has come back in such full force now, them going just out of their way, unapologetically whitewashing African history?
Well, because they have gotten the news, because I certainly have told them every place I have gone where they were, that in less than 50 years, they're going to be the minority. And so right now, they have some kind of up campaign going on to demonstrate that a lot of things that we said came out of Africa, that actually they came out of Greece. Okay? And so what they're trying to do now is convince everyone that they should get more credit for more than they are getting. And a lot of the things that we have claimed that we taught them regarding the alphabet or philosophy or mathematics or anything like that, they're going back now and saying, it's really not true. That didn't come out of Africa. We had that in Rome, and we're the Plato, and all of us, it was our white people who had that. I went to see the Tutankhamun exhibit in Philadelphia about 5 years ago when they were traveling around, and they had 5 or 6 rooms, every kind of beautiful artifact that Harass over there, Terrence, what his name is, over there had sold to the white people. They had every type of jewelry, every type of lamp, furniture, everything that they could steal out of the tombs that they had that they could travel with, okay? Mm-hmm. And they had all of this beautiful stuff in there. And they had, like I said, they had 5 or 6 rooms. It was absolutely beautiful, of course. Do you know they never mentioned that Egypt was in Africa?
No.
They never they talked about everything that you can imagine in their own signs and posters and everything. They never showed a map to let the people see that Egypt was in Africa. People think Egypt is some floating island out on the ocean.
Exactly.
They don't want to acknowledge that it's in Africa.
Yeah, that's why they keep saying Middle East. They will not say the word Africa and Egypt to save their lives. Yeah. And
that's a lie. There is no Middle East, because if there was, there would be a Middle West, a Middle North, and a Middle South. There is no such thing as a Middle East. That's something they made up, as you said, just to take the attention away from what we have built and what our great history is, which is longer than the 5,000 years that they give us credit for. We go back 76 trillion years, but because they have not been able to figure out anymore, and a lot of the things we have kept secret from them, because, they steal so much, and they steal with a straight face and with a suit on, and they'll look at you as if, that they're telling the truth. And that's hard to make our children believe that now, and that is because of the propaganda, in their movies and video games and the different things that they have out. It's difficult to make our children understand that these people are still lying and that they're not different from how they were back in the day.
Absolutely. And who I see a lot of pushback from, lately, a lot of the females who classify themselves as black feminists, they've acted as almost like watchdogs for the white male supremacists. What do you think the reasoning is behind that? Because they are very critical of black men and women within the community, but a lot of black feminists will not criticize white males for anything. And they almost act like watchdogs in the black community.
Well, they are. I kind of think it's a twofold problem. I think it's fear. And that fear is generated from the fact that this group of people, have been in charge of everything that we as black women think we have ever gotten. Everything that we have needed, the white man has been our man. And even the black man has referred to him as the man. Right. And so this is a habit that we've had historically in this country. And so it's a fear that if we don't support him, since he's the one in power, that we won't be able to get the things we need or advance in this civilization. The second reason is power. Women are historically attracted to power. And so it looks like he's the one in power, so that's who they're attracted to. That's just a female trait that just follow anything. Whoever the big dog is, that's generally who we follow after or go licking and lapping behind. And even at the risk of running off our own man, as I said. And the other women of other nationalities, they don't mind us abandoning you because they move right in and scoop you right up as soon as we turn our head anyway, So it's really unfortunate that it's like that. And that, as I said, this thing of our insecurity, we have this great insecurity. We're insanely jealous. Yeah. We have that we're working with. And this lack of confidence in our own man and not realizing who the real enemy is. Who has disenfranchised our man? Who has helped destroy our man? Who separated us from our man? Who castrated our man? We don't want to look at him as the enemy because we think he has the power, and we want to be connected any kind of way we can to that power.
That's absolutely true. Yes, ma'am. Anyway, let me let you get ready to get up out of here. Sister Ali, where can people find your books and everything?
Go to Amazon.com. I didn't want to, but I just had to because I just couldn't deal with it. It was just too many phone calls and too many emails. It was too much. So I'm on Amazon.com.
Yes.
Just go there and put in my name or put in The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. I'm trying to get that book back as an issue because all of those things that I talked about, that came out in March of 1990. And at that time, everyone, of course, got so inflamed and claimed it was so controversial. When actually, black men today wish the black woman was like she was 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Now things are worse than ever. So we've got to get back to these domestic issues. And, those are the issues, Tariq, I talk about. I talk about our domestic problems. Because if we can't get that foundation straight, we're not going to be successful in the world.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, Sister Ali, how can people contact you for lectures and all that? People always hit me up wanting to get in touch with you for lectures, but a lot of times I'm skeptical. I don't like to give people your number and all that because it's like like these fake triple darkness.
Don't do that. You're right. Don't do that.
Right.
But they can get me at Sister Shahrazad Ali at yahoo.com.
There you go. Sister Shahrazad Ali at yahoo.com. That's where y'all hit the sister up. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sister Ali, for calling in. I got those DVDs I'm sending off to you in the morning. I got to call you and get your address in a minute, but
praise be to Allah. Yes. Well, if you got my book, that address is in the back of any of my books.
Okay, yeah, you sent me a book, and I got one in my living room.
I sent you the Black Man's Guide. Yeah, my address is in the back of that. You can send it to that address. That's my P.O. box. But listen, I love you, brother, and I'm proud of you, and I thank you for what you're doing.
Yes, ma'am.
And bringing in the new blood and the new youth. We got to do that because all of us are getting old and tired and all of that, so we need you, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I love you and respect you to the highest degree, sister.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for the call.
All right, I'll talk to you soon.
All right, bye-bye. That is Sister Ali. That is Sister Ali. Yes, indeed. Okay, come on. This thing is acting up. There you go. I love Sister Ali. Man, she keeps it so 100. Sister Ali keeps it 200. That sister keeps it 110. I stay thirsty, man. Who is this calling right here? What's up? Who's calling?
Oh, hello, Tariq and She. This is Trent. I called last week. I was kind of weak. Honestly, I messed up. Not bad.
Okay, well, real quick, what's on your mind, Trent?
I just want to know. I've been listening to you a long time, and I understand that the black struggle and all that. But if I want to help them out, and if I'm an athlete, how can I help out?
You want to help out? And if you're an athlete, how do you help out?
Okay, hypothetically, if I'm like a pro athlete, how can I help out the community?
Okay, so what you mean hypothetically? So you're not an athlete, but if you were an athlete, how would you help out? That's what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, why? Okay, I'm trying to understand why is it a hypothetical situation? That's just like, okay, if I was an astronaut, how can I fly everybody up out of here and be safe? I mean, I'm trying to understand why are you using a hypothetical scenario?
Okay, I'm currently a college player, and I'm trying to, if I ever go to the pros,
Okay, so you're saying if you go to the pros, how would you be able to help out? Well, the thing is, man, you got to really, it has to be in you, man. There's a few brothers out there who are really down. My dude played for the Buffalo Bills, my brother Ramsey Barton. Ramsey's a good dude. He's one of the few dudes that's really thorough about helping out the black community and just getting that knowledge. The thing is, man, cats talk that game before they get a contract, but a lot of times when dudes get that football contract and that white woman, the minute you start getting some of that white
that's the problem. That's the problem. Like, I feel like if I ever meet somebody or try to marry somebody who's not black, I feel like I might sell them out. That's how I feel.
See, that's the thing. My thing is this. I tell dudes, let me know what you're thinking after you get some of that white ass. Because see, when dudes get that, when dudes get that white ass, a lot of times niggas don't know how to act. Niggas get a piece of pink tang and then lose it. They be like, fuck the black community. I ain't doing shit for niggas no more. So that's what I want to talk to me when you get that. And then let's see where your mind is. Because, again, dudes talk a good game until Becky starts batting her eyes. And then when Becky starts batting her eyes, niggas take off that kente cloth and throw on a polo shirt, and they don't look at black folks ever. So let me know when you do that. Then we can get into your hypothetical situation. But I don't want to waste words, and you haven't even gone there yet. But thanks for the call, fam. Yeah, brothers talk that good game, all that what I'm going to do for the black community. Man, please. One of them Kardashians put that tang in that nigga's face. He starts sniffing white ass. You don't know what to do. There's a magic power that the white woman has on certain brothers, man. That's just something that we got to acknowledge. Brothers don't know what to do. Now, I've been with a few white women before, you know. And, you know, I've been with every race out there. And then, you know, when you walk away from that and still keep it real thorough with the game, you know, that says something. But again, white supremacy is real. And white supremacy, if you have a young man, all of his life, he's told that white woman is better, Barbie, 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 Barbie. This is your prize. This is your prize. And you get a white woman, you start feeling special. A lot of these dudes literally start feeling special. Because a lot of these dudes, man, brothers out here got inferiority complexes. We talk about the black women, but a lot of these dudes have inferiority complexes. And what happens is that a lot of the black women will amplify it. Because if you grow up and look and you're in a house full of black women and they all got pink and purple weaves and blonde weaves, and you dig, they're trying to emulate women who do not look like them. That, just like Shahrazad Ali was saying, that has a lot to do with what goes on in the man's psyche. Also, with a young black dude, when he's looking at a movie and he's seeing all the fly white women in powerful positions looking good, you see all the white women, superheroes, the white women are beautiful models, sex symbols, in shape, but then all the black women you see are fat and looking like Gabby Sidibe. This is what you see in movies. The black woman is always fucked up. Even on television, you look at television, the black women are always either ratchet. If they look good, they're ratchet. If they got some kind of dignity, they're overweight. If you see a black woman on television, generally, if she's a dignified black woman, she's overweight. And the ones who look good are extremely ratchet and hoish. So you get a very negative perception of black women if you're a black kid. This is internalized into your brain. This is why, you know, when like the last Hidden Colors 3, we had a bunch of black women with sense in the movie, breaking the game down. And that's never seen. You've never seen a documentary film with a bunch of black women spitting real hot fire without being on that Aunt Jemima shit. Just really spitting without ass kissing the dominant society. You've never seen that before. Hidden Colors 3 was the first time you've seen that. Peanut's not Hispanic, brother. Y'all stop lying. And that's another thing. Y'all fake Hotep niggas, man. This is why people don't take you seriously. There's niggas always getting on these message boards talking about, well, Tariq got a white wife. Please show me a picture of this white wife I have. Please introduce me to my white wife. And that's the thing. These fake triple darkness, Amun Ra, Hotep, dashiki wearing niggas, black folks are going to have to come to the realization that these niggas are cancers within the community. They're cancers. A lot of those dudes, man, are just totally useless. A lot of these niggas are useless, man. And the thing is, what Shahrazad Ali was saying is correct too. And this is another thing. We got these movies out here like Exodus where they're going in on the black mind. They're just damaging the black mind. They're literally taking your history, which is a great history, which is African history. Just like Shahrazad Ali said, they won't even acknowledge that Egypt is in Africa. It's right there on the map. They start talking that Middle East shit. Yeah, my lady looks just like Elvira. They look like twins. But with these movies, taking your history, African people's history, and whitewashing it, that's denying your children an opportunity to see their greatness historically. There's a reason why they do this. This is not by accident. It's very deliberate. Signing petitions, that's not going to counter that. What you do, we set up a parallel industry. That's what the Hidden Color series is about. Now, when we talked about this on Facebook, a lot of people were like, man, we need to do our own movies, man. This is why we need to do our own movies, blah, 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 which is correct. Now, when we do our own movies, y'all gotta stop bootlegging them. Don't sit up and say we need to do our own movies, and when we decide to do them, you go out and buy the bootleg. That just defeats the whole purpose. That defeats the whole purpose of doing it. So we got to get off that niggerish mindset. You got to support people who put out information to counter this propaganda that we see in these movies. Because those in the dominant society, they're going to support that Exodus bullshit. They support those Noah movies and all that. They support their stuff. You notice that? See, the thing is, those in the dominant society, they know how important it is for them to financially support their own. That's why people like Macklemore, who's an independent artist, but the thing is, this dude goes platinum because his community supports him, the white rapper. Iggy Azalea, her community is going to support her. I saw the trailer for that movie. I saw it. I know she wasn't saying that a black woman with a weave can't be conscious. She wasn't saying that at all. Nobody's saying that. There are people, look. You can have a weave and all that stuff. Consciousness don't mean you got to walk around with a kente cloth and a kufi. That's why I like to change the whole perception of what a conscious person should be. You should be aware. All of us from every walk of life in the black community should know our history. All of us. All of us. The problem is the only people who seem to know an inkling of history, you got to have on a kente cloth and a kufi and all that old shit. And half the dudes who rock that are full of shit. So we got to change the perception of what it means to know ourselves. All of us should know the information in Hidden Colors and Hidden Colors 3. But when movies like that come out, I'm telling you, it's working on your psyche. Movies like that work on your psyche. And when we counter that, which we do, which we are doing, you gotta support it. All that buying the bootleg and selling the bootleg, talking about, hey man, we gotta get this knowledge out, man. That's backwards hustling. Man, the kids need this information. We struggling. We need this. The knowledge is it about the dollar or the knowledge, man? You about that money. You sound like you about that money and ain't about the knowledge. When niggas start talking that's bummy ass nigga talk. Hold on, wait, Lamel, stop spamming, dude. Hold on, I'm blocking you, dude. Hold on, cause y'all niggas ain't gonna do that now. This dude Lamel is in here just no. Lamel and niggas like you, chill out. I just block you. You're not gonna be in here spamming and all that. Lamel is trolling. I just blocked him. I just blocked his ass. Yeah, I just blocked him. We're not gonna have all that slave attention whoring because niggas love attention. When niggas see that it's not about them, they start showing out. That's what's up, J Money. Tisha, call in, Tisha. 818-850-5404. Call in, Tisha. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, what's up, Tariq? This is Abram from Staten Island, New York.
What's up, Abram? Your phone, nigga. Your phone is a beast right now.
It's good. I'm just calling to say I'm a big fan of yours.
Respect, brother.
And I just have one question for you.
Brother, before you ask that, I gotta ask your phone, nigga. You calling from a rusty old turntable? Nigga, you sound like you about to put on an oldie.
Nah, my phone is okay.
No, it's
yeah,
not,
my
dude.
question I have
Your
to
shit
ask.
sound like a submarine. What the hell is that, man? You sound like an informant. Oh, go ahead with your question real quick.
Yeah, my question. Do you think other ethnicity groups are aware of white supremacy?
Yeah, they are. They're aware of it. Yeah, they're aware of it. They're definitely aware of it. But in other groups, not only are they aware of it, other groups know how to protect themselves from it to a certain degree. They know how to protect themselves from it. Just like Asian people, they are very aware of white supremacy. They know. They know how the white supremacists have marginalized them, but what they do, they use their economy to combat that. Okay, bro, your phone. I can't do your phone, brother. God damn. This nigga's phone. This old DJ Jazzy Jeff ass phone this nigga has. He's scratching and mixing. God damn. It's 2014. This nigga phone sounds like a 1989 brick phone. Like this nigga's about to call up and get a kilo of cocaine from Freeway Rick. Damn. That nigga had the Alexander Graham Bell phone. Man, that nigga phone has an antenna on it. My God. Let's see who this is. All right, what's up? Who's calling?
This is Damon Jones calling from Seattle.
What's up, man? What's happening up in Seattle, man? I ain't been to Seattle in a minute. What's happening up there, fam?
Man, it's cool. It's cool. That's what I want to ask you. You didn't have no Hidden Colors premiere out here, but I want to see how you felt about the blacks in the Seattle area.
Well, you know, it's been like 20-something years since I've been to Seattle, so I don't know what's going on with the black folks up there now. You know, I know back when I was up there, like in the late 80s, it was real gangster up there, man, because a lot of folks from like LA and Compton were moving up there.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it was
based
gangster.
off of the opportunity. See,
Yeah.
based off the opportunity, we can get a lot of things done up here.
Yeah. So it was wide open up there, man. So Cass was up there hustling hard. But again, I haven't been up there in a minute. But the people up there are real cool, man. I had a great time when I was up there. The women,
Yeah.
You
have to look me up, man. You come on up here, man. We'll show you a good time, brother. We're doing good up here.
No doubt, man. I'm gonna hit me up on the email so I can have your info, man. No doubt.
All right, Tariq. Good luck to you, brother.
Thanks, fam. Yeah, Seattle is a cool city. They got some real freaky ass women up there too. They got some freaky ass women. Yeah, I told y'all, man. The police ran me out of Seattle years ago, and I ain't been back. They didn't have to. You ain't got to tell me twice. I wait till the statutes of limitations are up before I go anywhere. When motherfuckers tell me I gotta go, all right. I ain't scared of it. No, the police told me don't come back, so I ain't been back. Shit, I ain't been back to Seattle since like '89. Yeah. Oh yeah, I gotta talk about Planet of the Apes. Gotta talk about Planet of the Apes. But if y'all gotta see Planet of the Apes. Planet of the Apes was real deep. Planet of the Apes was real deep. Now, who saw it? If you saw Planet of the Apes, press 1. Dame, who's Dame? Is Dame trolling now? Ola, what's up, Ola, hold on 1 second. Ola, I made you a mod, man. Ola, watch out for some of these dudes, man. Yeah, I knew Mix-a-Lot. Good dude. I knew Mix-a-Lot. Yeah, I was up there when Mix-a-Lot was making Posse on Broadway when he stayed over there off Rainier. He came up, he came up heavy, but I knew Mix-a-Lot up there. Good dude. Real good dude. Yeah, I was at Mix-a-Lot's house up there. one of my partner from Long Beach, was doing some production with it. My dude Stan, one of my LA partners from Long Beach, was doing some work with Mix a Lot. So, yeah, where's Tisha? I want Tisha to call up. Let me talk about Planet of the Apes. 1 second. What's up? Who's calling?
Yo, what's up? This is the producer from T8.
What's up? I'm gonna have you call back, fam. I wanted Tisha to call up. But Planet of the Apes was deep. Yeah, you said the movie played off the conflicts that's going on in Africa. Not only that, the movie Planet of the Apes was really about white supremacy and the indigenous people of the planet. You dig? The apes basically represented all indigenous people, not just black people, because people always make the correlation between the monkeys and black people. People always try to use that correlation in a literal sense, where black people are apes. No, if you look at a damn ape, apes have white skin. If you look real close, white skin and straight hair. So if we want to go there. But as far as the analogy, Planet of the Apes was basically about the white supremacists invading indigenous groups. And you got to learn some real good game from the movie. You got to learn what they're telling you, and you got to learn what they're not telling you. See, the movie started off with one message, then it ended with some propaganda messages. I'm gonna have to spoil it just a little bit, y'all. I hate to have to spoil, because I got to get deep with it, because I want people to understand the messages. I want people to understand the messages. So if you can kind of black the show out for a minute, for about 20 minutes, and then listen to the playback after you see the movie. Just kind of chill out. Go watch The Housewives of Atlanta for about 20 minutes. Then come on back. But what happened was, in the movie, the apes had kind of taken over. They were kind of living in the jungle or living in the forest, and they kind of set up their own thing. And the humans, which represented the white supremacists and the missionaries and all that, they had a colony in San Francisco. They had like this little colony. They were trying to get through the forest to get to a dam to get electricity going for their colony. I mean, if y'all don't want me to spoil it, just kind of look at The Housewives for 20 minutes. I'm telling y'all, I'm about to tell y'all some spoilers, all right? Look at The Housewives for 20 minutes and come back. I'm about to give up some game for those who saw it already and for those who don't really want to see it, but I'm just going to spit. So the apes are living in the forest. They got one leader. The leader was named Caesar. He's the leader ape. And what happened, the apes are doing their thing. They're living their lives. They're watching out for the humans. They were in the forest. Some white dude came and shot one of the apes. He got scared and shot one of them. And the apes were about to go to war. But the leader ape said, nah, let's just kind of chill out. Let's chill out. Let's not get bucked, because we don't want a war with the humans, because, we start a war. We don't want to. The monkeys talking now, because these fucking monkeys are talking. That shit was funny. The monkeys, like, the dude shot one of the apes, and all the other monkeys were about to get on him. And then the leader monkey came out and was like, go! I'm like, God damn, this motherfucker's talking. So they told the white dude to go. Yeah. But they followed him. They followed him, and they saw that he had a colony and all this stuff. They saw that he had a whole colony. It was a colony full of people. So the monkeys went back and said, okay, we just need to chill out, because they got guns over there. They might come over here and have war. We don't want to lose people. So let's just chill out. So the humans came back Like, hey, we don't want no trouble. We just want to go to the dam and get electricity. That's all we want. They're saying this to the lead monkey. Now, this is exactly how missionaries get down with indigenous people. This is how missionaries get down with indigenous people. This is the whole trick that they've always used. So that Caesar, the main monkey, is like, look, they want to come over here and get their little dam and whatever. They want to, get electricity from the dam. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if we should let them through. Maybe I should let them through to avoid any kind of war, because if we don't, they'll try to come here with guns. And there's another monkey named Koba, who's like the second in command. Now, Koba was captured. He was in the last Planet of the Apes, and they beat him up. He was in captivity. They did all types of experiments on him. So he was like, hey, man, fuck them. And I'm paraphrasing. He's like, no, we don't know. No, dude, don't trust them. Now, the monkey named Koba was telling the truth. He was spitting some real shit. He was like, hey, man, we can't trust them. They gonna come here. Wait, I got the wrong Ola. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. Wait a minute. So I modded the wrong Ola. Wait a minute. What's up, Ola? There's another Ola 25 in here that I modded. Hold on. I modded the wrong Ola. Hold on. Let me go back up here and see who I modded. Shit. Oh, let me demod this nigga. Okay, hold on. I got it now. Okay, yeah, there's somebody else with Ola 25 in here. All right. Okay, I got it. All right, it was the wrong Ola. Yeah. But like I said, man, in the movie, there was two lead monkeys. There was Caesar, who was the leader, and Koba. Now, Koba kept telling Caesar, hey, man, don't let them humans up in here. Dude, you can't trust them. Look at me. They done fuck me up. They gonna fuck all of us up, man. We need to just start smoking them. And the leader Caesar's like, no, just let them do what they do and then leave. He's like, man. Koba was like, dude, you like white people too much. You like the humans too much. You just like them. And again, I'm looking at the humans are representing white supremacists. The humans are representing white supremacists, because what happened in all indigenous lands, they sent the missionaries in first. They always send the missionaries in first. Hey, we don't mean no harm. We're just passing through. And that's the trick that we've always fell for. When they infiltrate, it's a wrap. Now, in the movie, the Koba, the monkey who made the most sense, like, hey, man, let's get some guns. Because the monkey named Koba, he was smoking the human. He was like, look, he was machine gunning their ass. He was getting them. Like, we don't need them up in here. So he was making the most sense, but they made him the bad guy. They just made him get on some rah-rah shit. So he ended up being the bad guy in the movie. And the leader, Caesar, they made him the good guy. He's like, okay, well, all humans aren't bad. There are some good ones. We can all live in harmony if we just have an open mind. He had that type of mentality, and that was the message in the film. Basically, the message in the film was like it was favoring Caesar. Like, if you just have an open mind, I know some humans did wrong in the past, but all humans are not bad. Just come on, and we all live. If you help us, we'll help you, and we'll live in perfect harmony. So that was the message in the movie, which was the message they want indigenous people to get, which is not the truth. Because indigenous people allowing outsiders in, playing that missionary role, is the worst thing you can do. That's the worst thing you can do. Because when you start doing that, people, the white supremacists, they don't leave. After you help them out, they don't leave. If you look at every culture, it starts the same. They send in the missionaries, then the military. Because on Planet of the Apes, you had all the nice humans there helping out the monkeys and being friendly. But back at the colony, they in there practicing their shooting. They are stocked up with guns. That's how it is in real life. That's how it always been with indigenous people. Okay, one black man is trolling again. What is he saying? He said he's surprised they didn't have him fall in love with a white woman. Now they had the white woman in there. Now the white woman, she was playing the missionary role because there was Caesar's wife. I think she was sick. She the sick monkey. She had a baby and she was sick. And then they had the whole missionary. Hey, I know medical work. I'm a doctor. I can help you with your sickness. So that's another con game that the missionary white supremacists have always used. Going in there with the whole thing where we're going to help you out with medicine. They've always done that. They did that with the Native Americans. What they do, first the missionaries go into the Native Americans. They say, hey, look, we're just looking around. The Native Americans are like, oh, wait, who are you? What are you doing? This is our shit. What are you doing? Oh, no. We're just here looking around. We're just visiting. We mean no harm. As a matter of fact, you want some of these blankets? Because it gets cold out here. We got some nice warm blankets. You want the blankets? And the Indians are like, oh, okay, well, okay. Guess your blankets won't hurt. Yeah, we'll take your blankets. So now the Indians, Native Americans, get these blankets that have smallpox all in them. Now they sick and dying off. And then what happens then? The white supremacists come back. Oh, God, look at you, you're sick. Oh, you got those smallpox? Well, look, I have a cure for that. I know medical work. I'm a doctor. I can help you with that. So then you go in here and cure people of smallpox. You cure 1 or 2 people. Now you look like you're trustworthy. They don't know that you gave them the damn disease in the first place. But now you're in. Now they trust you. You in. Now you in with them. Mistake number 2, letting in the suspected white supremacists. Once they get you let them in, they sitting up learning and helping out with medical supplies, seeing how weak you are, making sure you ain't got certain types of weapons. Then they go back to their military. Then the military comes in smashing on you. You dig? That's been the game since the beginning of black people's interaction and indigenous people's interaction with the white supremacists. And black folks won't wake up to that yet. They still do that to this very day. They use the same tactics on all indigenous people. They do it over here. They do it on the African continent. They go over there all the time talking about, hey, heard you guys had a disease called Ebola. We got medicine for that. Yeah. Now, they ain't letting you know that they put that shit over there. All that Ebola, they gave them the damn diseases. But now they go over there with all the medicine. We just want to help. We're just missionaries. We don't want anything. We're just volunteering because of the goodness of our hearts. And we fall for that every time. Y'all see the story? And we talked about this in Hidden Colors 3. Story came out 2 weeks ago. It's a white dude who's a missionary. He's from Oklahoma, but he's been going over to Kenya, working as a missionary. Found out this dude was over there raping them African kids left and right. This just came out a couple of weeks ago. Google that. This white dude over there raping African babies left and right. Raping them little African kids, dude. Yeah. I know y'all saw that story, dude, over there. And we told you. People thought in Hidden Colors 3, we're exaggerating. We said that in Hidden Colors 3, dude. They be over there raping them African kids like it's nothing. Dude, y'all keep thinking that these dudes, they're smiling and grinning in your face that they're not practicing demonic ass white supremacy, dude. You think they're going over there out the goodness of their heart. Oh, he was doing all types of filthy shit. And what's interesting about that story, they kept referring to, he's 19, they kept referring to him as a teenager. You notice that? That's another trick too. Because if a black 14-year-old, 15, we talked about this in Hidden Colors 3 as well. If a black person does something, he's 15, 16, black man tried as an adult, black man, they don't call him a teen or a boy or nothing. But this dude is 19, a grown-ass man. They keep saying, oh, he's a teenager, teenage missionary. They keep referring to him as a damn teenager. They keep reiterating that. He's about to be 20. He ain't even a teenager by now. They keep going to that teenager shit. A grown-ass man. Matthew Durham, that's his name? Matthew Durham. But yeah, we got to be cognizant of this stuff, man. Again, that's why y'all need to get Hidden Colors 3. That's why y'all need to get Hidden Colors 3. The game in that is real, real heavy. Get that at hiddencolorsfilm.com. Let's see. We got a lot of folks calling. What's up? Who's calling?
Hi.
Hey, who is this?
Oh my God. Oh my God. This is Afro Queen. I've been conversing with you on Twitter.
Yeah, what's your name again, sweetie?
Afro Queen. I'm calling from Richmond, Virginia.
Afro Queen?
We've been conversing on Twitter.
Okay, Afro Queen. I think I remember, but I talk to so many people on Twitter.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying we haven't never met in person or face to face and spoke directly before. I didn't think I'd get. Oh, I'm so excited.
Yes,
no, but first of all, I want to say I love Hidden Colors 3.
Yes, ma'am.
Matter of fact, it seems like I conversed with you not too often.
Well, don't you have a baby, a small baby?
Small baby. I have a 23-year-old daughter.
Oh, good shit. I don't know who Afro Queen is. Okay.
Well,
okay. I talk to so many people on Twitter. I would have to see it.
No, but okay. I sent you a message earlier asking you the call-in number. You don't know who I am. Look on there now. Look on your Twitter. Just recently, I sent you a message asking what was the call-in number.
Oh,
and I retweeted your program.
Oh, I got a bunch of.
I want to make sure you know who I am.
Okay, I can't look at it now because again, there's a lot of people hitting me up on Twitter. I don't want to have to filter through all of those things. So, what's on your mind? Go ahead.
Well, my name's Afro Queen, and I have Harriet Tubman as my what do you call it? What is it called? Your little. I have a picture of Harriet Tubman with the quote, I freed 1,000 slaves, and I could have freed 1,000 more if they only knew their
Okay, so what's on your mind right now, sister? What's on your mind?
No, well, first of all, I'm the one who also sent you a message telling you that I really, really admired the way you handled the situation regarding Tommy Sotomayor.
Okay.
I was paying very close attention to that because I particularly don't like the way he talks about black women in particularly in a demeaning way. And at first I was like, well, maybe he's just cashing in. He's just trying to show tough love. But then when he started dating the white woman, it's like...
Let me pause you on that. Well, sister, let me pause you on that because that, really, I don't like promoting other people's shit on my show. To be honest, well, you know, because that, and really, right. Okay, I gotta let you go, sister. Okay, yo, don't call up with no Lipstick Alley shit like that. My audience really don't give a fuck. Yeah, don't call up to my show with that, dude. Yeah, don't call up talking about some non-factor bullshit that my audience don't really give a shit about. You dig what I'm saying? Don't. Well, my audience don't give a shit about that. Don't call up promoting other people's shit. Don't do that. What's up? Who's calling?
This is Tisha. Hi, how are you doing?
Hey, Tisha, how are you?
I'm doing fine. The reason why I called was to talk about conscious women who wear weaves.
Okay.
I just kind of wanted to get that straight. I do have a weave in my hair, but I am most definitely conscious.
Yes.
My life is focused in on giving out the word to try and make more people conscious.
Yes.
And the way that I do that is by, getting the word out. Like, I got your video. I'm selling you, I bought it from you. directly. I didn't do the bootleg.
Right.
I'm trying to let people know about that too. And a lot of people appreciate the fact that I am selling directly like that. But besides putting the information out there, I also do just a lot of different things. Like I had a meeting, brought some sisters together, and there was a lot of growth in my place of business just Friday night.
Okay.
And even something else I want to put out there that a lot of people, I don't know if they know about this brother. His name is Benjamin Zafana. Now, excuse me if I mispronounce the brother's name, but the reason why I'm bringing him up is because this brother in particular is a British Jamaican poet. Now, he publicly rejected an OBE. Now, OBE is the Order of British Excellence, which is up there. Basically, it's like the, it's that type of level when it comes to the British Parliament. It's considered the Order of the British Empire, and it's a award they give to knights. Okay, so they were going to make this brother a knight of the British Parliament. And the thing is, he denied it because he said publicly in 2003, he said it reminded him of thousands of years of brutality. He also said that it reminds him of how his foremothers were raped and how his forefathers were brutalized. So, yes, I do have a weave in my hair right now. Yes, I do wear my hair freely and naturally at other times. But just because I wear a weave does not mean I am not conscious. So I want people to stop stereotyping one another, because that's the problem with our people now. You constantly want to point the finger, criticize, try and talk down to somebody when you have to understand you do not know where that person is mentally at that point in time that you have encountered their space.
There you go.
So you can't sit up there and try and judge. Oh, excuse me.
There you
Were you going to say something?
Okay, there you go. I just kind of, because I got other calls, I wanted to wrap it up, sister. So I got it. You don't want people to judge you because of your weave. And again, you can be conscious with a weave in so many words. So we get that. And I understand that.
Well, it's not the judge, but what I'm saying is that I'm conscious, because that was the subject earlier. They were saying conscious women do not wear weave. There was an issue about that just why would you wear weave if you're conscious?
Right, we got it. All right, sister, thank you for the call. Okay, sister, man, y'all get to the point. Y'all just can't be rambling now. Y'all just can't be on here rambling. Come on, family. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, Tariq, what's going on?
What's up, man? Who's this?
This is Mark from Atlanta.
What's up, Mark? What's on your mind real quick, fam?
Hey, man, let me give you a shout-out on the Hidden Colors. The picture was crispy.
No doubt, man.
Real crispy.
Respect.
But I just came back from a cruise, and we went to Belize.
Yes.
And my problem that I had was there was no black people on the cruise ship with us.
Oh, wow.
Because as soon as I got off the cruise ship, people just like me, of course, and they showed me so much love. They gave us free stuff, me and my wife free stuff, but there was no black people on there just to see the other parts of the world.
Yeah, black people are so scared to travel and go places. Black people just feel stuck unless it's like some bullshit like All-Star Weekend, if it's some or Black Bike Week or some shit where you can just show out. Black folks don't want to go to it, man. Black folks do not like to travel nowhere, and that's a very bad habit. Because I've been some places, man, and just me and my lady, we're the only black people there. And you go to these places, and the indigenous people there, or the people who live there now, are just wide open arms with you, man, and it's just real good energy. I've been to that area. I've been to Panama, so the people are there real, real cool. So I feel you, man. We gotta travel more. Where else did y'all go on the cruise?
We went to Mahogany Bay, which is nothing but black folks.
Yeah.
And we went to Belize, which is nothing but black folks. And then we went to 2 places in Mexico. Man, Tariq, it was free liquor all day, man.
Yeah.
Free food and liquor.
No doubt, man. Well, thanks for the call, fam. Yes, indeed. But yeah, that young lady who called up, this sister, first she was talking about a weave, then she started talking about this dude in the British Parliament. Then she went back to talking about the weave. I'm like, sister, this sister was all over the place. I'm like, damn, baby. Man. Well, yeah, we got to travel, man. Black